है इस सदन में पहला कानून जो पास हुआ वो reservation for women, sir, whereas the small benefit a widowed woman would have, a divorced Muslim woman would have got, was also defeated by this act. The constitutional amendment which the Congress party brought in 1986. So my test again, sir, neither Samajik Nyay, nor Arthik Nyay, nor the process, nor the constitutional spirit, nothing of this was respected. And each time the Congress brazenly, only to help the family, the dynasty, kept amending the constitution, and this is how far they went, even if it affects any particular women who desperately needed the benefit. Sir, I'll come again to one more, the emergency, where that one important touchstone, the process, was completely violated. On 18th December 1976, the then President gave his assent to the Constitution 42nd Amendment Act. During the emergency, when the term of the Lok Sabha was extended without proper justification, they invoked the law to say Parliament has to be in session for 5 years, but we needed to have one extra year, so the act was extended. The Lok Sabha term was extended. And in that extended term, when the entire opposition was put to jail, there was nobody there. And entire opposition was in the jail. Then comes constitutional amendment, sir. The process, the touchstone that we need to have, is the process valid? That was a total invalidated process, and therefore I would think this is a blatant abuse which the country majorly agreed on. Sir, only 5 members opposed the bill in the Lok Sabha. There was none in the opposition in the Rajya Sabha to oppose it. Imagine, constitutional amendment being passed, entire opposition in the jail. In the Lok Sabha, only 5 people are there to oppose it, even some coming from their own party. And in the Rajya Sabha, no opposition. But constitutional amendment, changing the preamble itself, happens. The alteration of the preamble to include socialist and secular highlights the disrespect and disregard the Congress has for constitutional processes, principles and institutions. Sir, the amendments were not about strengthening democracy, sir, but protecting those in power. Again, the process is used for strengthening the family. Sir, Baba Saheb Ambedkar had argued, and I quote, talking about whether the word secularism, talking about whether the word socialism should be included in the Constitution. Baba Saheb Ambedkar argued, I quote, I do not see therefore why the Constitution should tie down the people to live in a particular form and not leave it to the people themselves to decide it for themselves, unquote. And therefore, in the original Constitution, the word socialism was not there, as much as the word secularism. So 21 MPs, all opposition, belonging to all opposition parties, were held in jail. Manya Advani ji, Manya Atal ji were all in jail under Preventive Detention Law, Maintenance of Internal Security Act 1971, the infamous MISA. And I know of political leaders who have chosen to have their children named after MISA to remember those black days. And now they wouldn't even mind having alliance with them. Sir, all these together turned the Constitution into a qualitatively different text from what it was originally as adopted in November 26. So I'd just like to come here for one observation. Opposition member, respected Jairam Rameshji, refers to the work of Granville Austin, with a left-handed compliment saying, we read it, but does anyone in the ruling party read it, sir? And he says, masterly book. Yes, masterly book. He tells the full story of the amendment carried out till 1980. So I'm starting from 51, and I'm also going on that journey, talking about amendments, their purpose, their intent, their process. Now, since Jairam Ramesh